Ford versus Ferrari is a movie I was going into a little pessimistic. I think that's the word. I didn't know if it would be good. I'm not a car person. And I walked out of it thinking, this is currently the best movie of 2019. It was spectacular in every sense of the regard. That's not even a word or a sentence. It's so good I can't even speak right now. Let me start with, it was thrilling in the way I didn't expect a racing movie to be. I was so enveloped in the way that James Mangold created this insane racing stuff, if that makes any sense. I wish I knew cars so I could be able to talk about this movie better, but I like movies and I can talk about movies. There was tension, there was suspense, you're seeing these cars neck and neck, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. There's insane crashes, there's realistic drama, and it's all intertwined with this incredible character story that, even it being Ford versus Ferrari, that's not the main problem. It's Ford versus the tiny guys, Matt Damon and Christian Bale. It's Ford versus them, and it's so spectacular. Ellie Kemper. I'm going to talk about Ellie Kemper. We know her as Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, or what's her name from The Office. I don't care about The Office, but that's a video for another day. There is a scene when she's driving a car and Christian Bale's in the passenger seat and he's lying to her about what he did the previous night before, and the gravitas of the suspense because she hits the gas and she's zooming through the street, and the way that it's conveyed on how tense it is and what her current emotional state is just brilliant. It was brilliant, and that's my favorite scene of the movie. I loved that scene because it's such a good relationship story. It shows how much they love each other, how much she doesn't want to be lied to just so she would feel good, and that Christian Bale would lie to her about what he was doing so she would feel better. And it was perfect. It was so good. I really loved her in this movie. The leads, Christian Bale and Matt Damon. This is my favorite role Christian Bale has ever been in. I know he's good in The Dark Knight, the Batman movies. I loved him in this. I really did. The emotional journey that he goes through, the lesson he has to learn to take a step back, to slow it down. It's okay. He doesn't have to win. Brilliant. You thought the climax would have been them beating Ferrari in the race. No, it was his decision that was the climax. If he didn't decide to slow down, there was no going back. He could have won it for himself. Instead, he gets second. And it was brilliant. Oh, man. It was so good. Matt Damon. Again, Matt Damon is phenomenal. I loved Matt Damon. He's funny. He can convey drama and emotion way better than a lot of other people can, and you immediately connect with him. The son, the actor who played the son, phenomenal. I love the fact that how much he cared for his father and how much he himself loves cars. It was such a well-crafted story, and I cannot love this movie enough. I didn't get to take notes this movie. I left my notebook at home, and I didn't take notes, so I'm going through this from memory. I have to say that this movie goes for it. I didn't think it would. I didn't expect for it to go where it did, and I cried at the end. I didn't think I'd cry. You think it's just a happy ending, and it's not. It's a happy ending that turns tragic, but I think it's really good. Like, it's just so well good. You have people I wouldn't expect to be able to play the characters they did. John Bernthal, I know him from The Walking Dead and The Punisher, and he plays a really positive dude. He's not a bad person in this, and I really enjoyed that I got to see a different side of the actor than I have before. Even though in The Punisher he plays like an anti-hero, in The Walking Dead he was fully evil, or he became evil. But that is very much besides the point. And with each race you get a heightened intensity. You have the very beginning scene, which is not really a full race, it's just like a memory that Matt Damon is having. The second race is one that Christian Bale is in, and it's very low stakes. This is just him. Maybe it was it's the lowest stake race we have in this film. Then we have the Daytona 500, and the stakes get a little higher. There is the question of whether Matt Damon will lose his company and it be gone to Ford, or if Christian Bale wins, Christian Bale gets to go to the 24-hour race in France. And it was perfection. There was suspense in that. You had the whole, well, if he doesn't win, where does the movie go? It stops. It would have just halted. And he wins, and he gets to go to France and race, and then you have the problem of now they're going up against Ferraris. You're getting the European company that has been this, superior power in the racing world, and we have these underdogs. And there's 3 against 2. And for a while, the Ferraris are winning. They have the first and second, and then he passes the second person, and I think his car goes out, or he gets in a crash. And then the first dude, he makes the RPMs go way too high to where the engine just, like, kabooms, and his car's out. And then it's like, we've beat Ferrari. Like, they have left. And after they've beat Ferrari, you have the antagonist of the movie who works for Ford. He wants to have Henry Ford's the second company to be in a tie 1, 2, and 3. And Matt Damon doesn't want this, but he tells Christian Bale anyways because he's supposed to, because he's like he's not a superior person in this. Like, he's not in a position of power. And it was just really, really, really good. The director of NASA and The Martian plays Henry Ford II. And this brilliant scene of him getting into the car with Matt Damon, and Matt Damon drives it, and when he finishes, he breaks down crying. And it was so powerful because he says that he wished his father got to see a car like this, how much power there was, how much capability there is in a motorized vehicle. And whilst also firstly being funny in that he's crying and that's the reaction he has, the heart in that performance was just, it was encapsulated what this movie is for me. It was a very passionate movie about the love for cars and how two people can or a large group of people can come together and make something amazing. Sorry, my lights went out. Okay, I think this could win, at least nominated for Best Picture for the Oscars. Matt Damon, Christian Bale. I like these performances way better than, say, Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think directing, this could win. I think sound design is another thing. Fantastic. I don't know how they got the sounds for these cars. I don't know how they mixed it, because I was just in an IMAX theater, and even then you have the transitioning of the sound across the theater, which I just think will fully do that in a regular theater. I really love this movie, and I wish I took notes so I could talk about it more and my thoughts, but I'm running out of breath because of how good this movie was. Go see this movie. Even though I just ruined everything for you, go see this movie. Go see it again. Best movie of 2019 so far. And we're in November, and next is Frozen, and we'll see what I think about that. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more of my movie reviews, or future television reviews, or future unboxings, or whatever I'm going to post, hit that subscribe button and those bell notifications so you get told when new videos get uploaded. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!